Hello and welcome to this Paper 1 walkthrough. I'm going to go through a short part of Paper 1 to get you familiar with some of the key skills, hopefully helping you to understand a lot more of the skills required for Paper 1 and just giving you some tips on how to manage your time and how to write an effective response. So the extract I picked is from The Life of Pi. So the extract is from the middle of a novel. I think it's from 2023 or 2024. The narrator, a teenage boy called Pi, is in a large lifeboat in the Pacific Ocean. There are no people with him in the lifeboat, but there are several animals, including an orangutan, a zebra, and a hyena. So that's the key focus of this extract. And the question we're going to be working on is question 2. So paper 1, question 2. And the key focus of this question, it says, how does the writer use language here to describe the hyena's appearance? So that's my main focus. So how is the writer using language to describe the hyena? So straight away I'm thinking, how is the hyena being presented? What are the key words, phrases that stand out? And what is the effect of these in terms of from a reader's perspective? And it gives you indications of what you should look for. So again, words and phrases for an effective response. And we also need to mention the language feature. So is it a metaphor? Is it a simile, adjective? So picking out the techniques is important. And we can also talk about sentence forms. So we try to keep it very simple. And it's an 8-mark question. So we should aim to spend about 10 minutes on this question. So just going through the extract, needing to identify some of the best phrases. So straight away, I see on line 11 says it's ugly beyond redemption. So that is a phrase that's packed with a lot of meanings that I can decipher and pick out. As you go further down, it says it's shaggy, coarse coat, so really rough. The description of the hyena got a bungled mix of colors. So these are words that I can pick out on. So far, I've already got some phrases. Then line 13 says they look rather like the symptoms of a skin disease. So we know this hyena does not look attractive. When I think of hyenas, I think of the Lion King, because there's a pack of hyenas in that and they don't look appealing. There's a lot of criticism here. The head is broad and too massive with a high forehead like that of a bear. We've got the use of the simile here. Suffering from a receding hairline. So we're seeing the idea of suffering and words like symptoms. So the idea of disease is magnified, emphasized in this extract. That's a line of analysis that I can draw upon. With ears that look ridiculously mouse-like. So being compared to a mouse and a bear, we've got the animal imagery, a lot of exaggeration. First is being compared to a bear, and we know a bear is very vicious. It keeps itself away from humans and other creatures. So we're thinking about the symbolism of a bear. Then we think about a mouse, and it says ridiculously mouse-like, large and round. So again, very critical in terms of how the hyena looks. A mouse is usually very small, and people usually run away from mice generally. But here it's saying it's large and round. Maybe, again, using the sense of humor to show how it's maybe been a bit fattened. Then it says the nostrils are too big. So, if anything, the hyena is a symbol of imperfections. And that's one topic sentence that I might develop. It is ugly beyond redemption. The idea of the religious term, it can't even get redeemed, it can't get forgiven. So it's beyond the help of God. So this might be my first line of analysis. I might bring in the adjectives shaggy, coarse coat. So it's really rough in its appearance. It doesn't look attractive. Bungled mix of colors is this idea that all of these colors have just been jumbled together. So it has no unique or any distinct beauty in terms of the hyena. I might then focus on how the hyena is presented as having some sort of skin disease, it's despised. The writer seems to be very critical of the hyena. Then I might talk about the animal imagery of bear and the mouse. So again, coming back to the point, the animal imagery, we talk about the effect of it, how this hyena is beyond help. And just looking at it, it's unattractive and it brings no sense of appreciation from the writer. We can use those quotes, break them apart, and we develop them into our main lines of analysis. So hopefully from the discussion of connotations gives you a bit more idea of what we can go with. Just to summarize, I would focus on the idea of how it's beyond redemption. Not even God is pleased with the appearance of this hyena, how it's unattractive, it's shaggy, it's coarse, it's very rough in terms of its appearance. It's been bungled together, so it doesn't have any unique traits. Then we come to the idea that the hyena is full of diseases, illnesses. Maybe that can symbolize how the hyena is a symbol of destruction. We go further down, the hyena is a symbol of suffering, and the comparison to a bear and a mouse, again, we can pick apart the connotation and how it's too big. So this idea of humor being used to show that the hyena is out of place, maybe it's alienated and it doesn't fit into the animal kingdom. We can use that line of argument as well. Hopefully you found that beneficial. In my next couple of videos, I'll be going over this extract as well, the key ideas, the key skills needed for the question. So just to confirm, today we focused on paper 1, question 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. See you next time.